This is Bible News.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited because today we are going to talk about the heart of the Christian faith. We are going to talk about Jesus. We're going to talk a little bit about his birth, his life, his ministry, his death, his resurrection, and how he is alive and active in our lives today. You know, from the very arrival of Christ, he reached out to people that needed him the most. He was on divine mission, and he knew that. He arrived and was born in a stable in Bethlehem. He was placed originally in a feeding trough, and the people that arrived to greet him first were the shepherds, the lowest of lows in their culture at the time. As time went on, the Gospels record that Mary and Joseph took Jesus to Jerusalem to do the Passover sacrifice for that year. And while they're there, or as they're returning home, rather, they realize that Jesus is not there with them. And so they turn around, they go back to Jerusalem, they find him teaching in the temple. He's teaching the elders and the leaders in the temple. And his response simply is, look, I got to be about my Father's business. He gets older, he searches out for his cousin, John the Baptist, and John baptizes him, and this is kind of the initiation of his earthly ministry. He spends the next 3.5 years performing miracles and traveling around, healing the sick, raising the dead, making the blind to see, healing lepers, and even healing people with demonic possession. And finally he reaches what we call the Passover week, the Passion Week. It's the final week prior to his crucifixion. On Thursday of that week, he's having dinner with his disciples, and he goes over and he showcases what his entire ministry is about. And he grabs a towel and he kneels down with this bucket of water and he begins washing their feet. And he says, look, this is what I need you guys to be. I need you to be servants to other people, because that's how we show the love of God to people. He gets up, he dries their feet off, and he goes out to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane where he's arrested. And over the course of the next few hours, he's taken approximately 5 miles, and then he arrives at the fortress of Antonia, where he's beaten beyond compare. And they force him to carry his cross up a hill, and they crucify him to the cross. And they blamed it all on his blasphemy, which we know is not true. He died for you, and he died for me. And they took him down off the cross, and they put him in a tomb, and 3 days later he came back to life, and he ascended to heaven. And he now sits at the right hand of God because of the sins that you make and the sins that I make. And he makes intercession for us. My prayer is that if you don't know him today, that you come to a saving relationship with him. Thank you for tuning in. God bless.
This is Bible News.